about in drawing. So the key to understanding just drawing is, it's about understanding what this is. Feelings are based on all the information you know, and they're using to analyze and judge instantaneously. It's the process of the most advanced, intuitive thinking. But it's still not easy to understand, is it? So, for example, if you're going to explain it, in the picture you're drawing now, the process of feeling about stones is, in short, it's the process of thinking if the stone in the picture is like a real. When we are feeling about a stone, we are reminded of all the information related to stones that we have learned through our reporting, touching, and experience. The process of determining whether the stone representation in this painting is appropriate based on this information is the process of feeling about it. If the stone in the picture feels as natural as a stone, it's because it's expressed to some extent in line with the information you know. If it doesn't feel that way, that's because the information doesn't match. Don't you think it's a really complicated drawing process? It is really difficult to observe and draw objects in front of your eyes. But if you have to draw not only the information that is visible, but all the other information related to this stone, don't you think it's too hard to paint? But even though it's complicated and difficult, in fact, when we weren't so absorbed in painting, this process happens naturally and momentarily, unconsciously. If you're feeling deep about the stone, something's weird, something's missing, your heart it tells you. Painting is the process of rectifying the cause of these problems. We're trying to pinpoint the cause of these problems. The picture is moving forward. The process of feeling this way is important. The question is, how can you control yourself so much? How do you get to the deep insight? How do you feel the object as deep as you can and pull the target's information to its maximum? How do you get to the deep insight? How do you feel the object as deep as you can and pull the target's information to its maximum? The way to do that is to immerse deeply into the object. It's just about thinking about the object and feeling it. It's not really easy. I know you've experienced it, but when you're painting, aren't other ideas disturbing you? There must have been a time when the painting was painted out of the wrong way because of all the interference of all mixed thoughts. When you're really drawing, the most useful technology for you is this is the art of immersion. There are many ways of immersion. I had also proposed one specific method. When I can't concentrate on drawing, I asked you to try to talk to your drawing at that moment. Do you think this is a real stone? Does this feel like a real feather? If you're trying to have this conversation, of course, it's so much fun, but it's not a natural level of immersion. I can fill my head and chest with some thoughts and feelings about this object. The state of thinking and feeling only about the object. Isn't this the state of immersion? There may be other ways of immersion. Any way you can see the object more delicately and accurately than the immersion effort. That's how much you can paint like that object. But just because we paint the object as it is, it doesn't make the picture right. Like the stones in this painting now, things are reconstructed, exaggerated, distorted, and sometimes dismantled according to the story of the painting. Therefore, because it is a picture, you should think about the required or possible expressions. This thought is called a formative thought. A formative thought informability. Therefore, because it is a picture, you should think about the required or possible expressions. This thought is called a formative thought. This thought creates a story in the picture. With this, you can also create your own world. One correct picture is drawn like this. Now, let's look at this picture that we're drawing. The stone pagoda is painted in a natural and interesting shape. Formation is being built through the process of formative thinking. This is the class assignment that was given to you today. You have to paint a given object as naturally as it is, but it also has to be an attractive outcome. It becomes possible when the formulation is built through the process of formative thinking. Let's talk more easily. Just draw this stone pagoda in a natural and fun way, with this concern for nature and fun. You can draw both the object-like expression and the charming picture at the same time. Lastly, let me show you some reference works. It is possible to produce such a wide variety of productions. All these pictures were drawn only by reference to this image. How is this possible? This answer is the right way to draw that you should always remember. That's it for today's lecture. The drawing continues with the music. Today's lecture is over here. However, the picture drawing video continues. You can watch it until the end. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. If you understand the contents of today's class, don't hesitate to draw from now on. I don't know what this first painting will look like today. I hope the important turning point of your painting will be a perfect time. Starting with the next lecture, basic drawing classes will be held in earnest. Thank you.